Mountain Dew gaming is giving me allergies.
Why not just regular gaming? Why does it have to be Mountain Dew gaming specifically?
Because that way I can collect codes to get a Mountain Zoo in Final Fantasy XIV.
What if you bought the Mountain Dew, but didn't drink it?
I wish I could do that, but that's a waste of money in my opinion. I bought the Mountain Dew, and now I have bottles of Mountain Dew in my fridge that will take literally months for me to go through.
There are starving kids who could drink that Mountain Dew.
Then they can come over and I'll give it to them.
Hello? Oh? Hello? Oh? 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 Hello. Hello, everybody, and welcome back, everyone, to the 21st verse of the Terran Charts, where we listen and analyze songs from the games we love, especially Arknights. I'm your host, Giddy. I'm here today. To your guys' right is Hanyu. Hi, Hanyu.
Hello. We're live from the zoo. And we're the
zoo? The what?
We're live from the zoo and we're the animals.
I'm also here today with Zopni.
Wait, you guys still like Arknights? Huh, that's weird.
What? And our special guest today, Tobo. Tobo. Hey, Tobo.
Salutations.
How are you doing today, Tobo? Would you like to introduce yourself?
Well, you already did. You already introduced me. Hi, I'm Tobo.
Yeah.
No way. I have made a name for myself as the British man, despite there being 70 million or so British people. But for some reason, I am the British man.
No way, the only British man?
I am the only British. Like all the stuff you hear about the British being the bad guys, that's me. I did that. I am solely responsible for the Boston.
Oh my god.
Oh!
What? I could plug something, so go check out the Terran Charts website, theterrancharts.com.
We have a website?
There's a Terran Charts website. Ain't no way.
Oh yes.
Wait, no!
Oh yeah.
It was it's a great bouncing point, launch pad essentially. So we don't have to have like a million links. Be like, we'll just have one nice link. TheTerranCharts.com.
Yeah, that also leads to all the other links.
Exactly.
Yes.
But it's easier to put one thing in chat than like a billion things. So
you should check us out in x.com. Formerly Twitter.
The greatest rebrand in history.
Not on our old account because now it's banned forever.
This is also the last verse of season 2. Congratulations, everybody! We did it! Woo!
Let's go.
We're not yet done yet.
Oh,
this isn't the retirement episode?
Yeah, I thought this was that. Like we already beat the statistic.
The episode isn't done yet. The episode isn't done yet. We're supposed to congratulate on the end.
We won't have another verse in 2 weeks. Anime Expo's coming up, and the Terran Charts will be participating at Anime Expo. So be sure to check out our nightly streams from live at Los Angeles. It's the Terran Charts. Woo!
I get to see Zopni's beautiful face again.
I better,
live.
I better scrub.
I'm so good at I couldn't go to that. I was planning to go, but
Oh no.
Circumstances in real life got in the way. It was no longer possible.
Unlucky.
Hopefully next year.
It's okay, Tobo. Think about it. You'll be free next year. You'll be free. Right? Right?
I hope so.
Surely.
And then Goody will go next year too.
I'm sorry to say,
Right, Goody?
Hanyu, but Goody has a very deadly disease, and it's called being Filipino.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I think he might have spread a little too much of the Philippines over here. It's gonna be like 108 degrees Fahrenheit.
I mean, that's
tomorrow.
probably how much it is going to be tomorrow for me, honestly.
He has a date with
Humidity,
Ceylon
too?
specifically
Oh my God.
planned for that date.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think I like Ceylon? Because she has cool water.
I like siesta, but not during the volcano thing, you know?
Well, that's good because siesta is no longer. We have new siesta. That's in the lore. We should just start. What's up in our playlist here, Zop?
First one will be this one. You ready?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
This one is Never Give Up, Arknight soundtrack.
Ah, yes.
I'll never
Arknights
give up
soundtrack.
on you, Goody.
I'll never give up on the Arknights soundtrack.
That's Never Give Up, which is the global collab song to release with Who Is Real, the Dusk event, right?
Yeah, global
It's the Dusk
exclusive.
Yep.
Performed by Sarah Leung. Did I pronounce that right?
I don't know how
Sarah
I don't
Leung?
know if the L is silent or something like that, but pretty much
Yeah.
Stay Loose. Which,
Yep.
by the way, is a British band.
Oh, really? Wait.
Or not a band, but like a label. British label, sorry.
Oh,
Or not.
wait.
Management group. Oh my god.
Okay, I was about to wait. So Stay Loose is the label and the performer?
No. Their label is Dalliance Records. Where are they based? Is based in Wye Valley, Monmouthshire.
Oh, that's Wales. Nice.
Oh, well, there you go.
okay.
They're Welsh.
It's Monmouthshire. It's classic. The
Monmouthshire?
English weird English county names,
I
and
see.
you read it like how you would expect to read it. Like you hear from America, it's like Monmouthshire. It's like, no, it's Monmouthshire. It's like
Monmouthshire.
we insist on saying things weirdly.
Ah.
Well, it's our language. We're allowed to do it.
And I'm American, so I'm allowed to butcher names. This is my favorite song.
Really?
In the Arknight space.
Ever.
In the whole Arknight space. Not ever, but in the whole Arknight space.
Damn.
Easily
That's high
6.
praise.
Yes, I absolutely love this song. So, if anybody asks me, what's your favorite song? It's this one. Easily. And the reason why it is
Easily?
just because of, it's just like the chill vibes, essentially. And the female vocalist from Sarah, it just fits so well. And the pacing, everything about it is just so nice. It's just so calming. Like, this helps me relax.
Yeah.
It doesn't even have to relate to like Dusk or anything like that. It's just by itself, in a vacuum, this song is great.
Yeah, I agree. It feels almost
Honestly,
like
yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, go.
it feels.
Keep going.
I kind of get what Zolby is saying. It's like you listen to it, and you kind of feel like you have a safety net underneath you almost.
For me, it's the lyrics.
Just a nice motivator.
You know,
Yeah.
like it's like you just listen to the lyrics, like, oh man, I feel that. Like the entire song, just like cause you just relate to it.
We will carry on,
It just ties up the
and
whole-
we will never give up.
It's a bit like the chorus is a bit cheesy, but like it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you told me that, like, it's weird that this was for Who Is Real. Like, if you told me like, oh yeah, we're releasing Arknights is releasing a song, like a global exclusive song for the Dusk event, like the second Soy Sibling, it's like the Chinese New Year, the Lunar New Year event. I wouldn't have expected it to sound like this, but I like it a lot. It's really good, and the lyric video is just really nice to look at as well. Just like beautiful ink effects, which is the tie into Dusk. It's really good.
I really like the sound design that they kind of put into this, because it is that genre chill house that's kind of defined by the relaxed tempo and ambient soundscapes and soft melodic synths. And I think they've done a really good job in their sound design selection, because they're really letting the vocalist like kind of carry the entire thing. And because her voice is like so clear, you hear when they add the extra layers like in the pre-chorus, and I think that's extremely pleasing to hear. But they also do keep like a good pacing where they start off light and then they gradually introduce more instruments, but so in a sense it becomes its own in the genre. It starts out chill, and then you start hearing a bunch of like the more house elements into it that makes it what it is.
Honestly, I just really like the song too. It's an easy 6 for me as well.
I was gonna give it a 6 too, man.
Yeah, give it a 6. What are you waiting
think I was gonna
for?
give it? You think I was gonna give it something
I'm
lower?
going to strangle you if you gave it a 5. I'm
Why?
gonna meet you at the back of Denny's. I've been playing Tekken.
What is with the Denny's? If any of you use like my anime list, if you've ever noticed, like people will give 10s to just everything, like if they like it even slightly. I'm the sort of person who is the opposite of that. I'll only give something like the absolute highest rating out of however many if it's like it's so outstanding that it like
It deserves it.
deserves it, and
Yeah.
that I don't know, sit there and reflecting on it.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about the song, like I can't really think of anything negative to say about it.
Exactly. That's why I just gave it a 6. I'm like,
Well, yeah,
I
but,
just
like,
like it.
Like it's not like I wouldn't put it in my like top 5 or top 10, but it's just a really good song. I don't really have any reason not to give it a 6, but besides just personal taste. For the sake of like I don't know. I just feel like giving it a 6. So I'm gonna do that.
Ah.
Is it because you don't want to be goody at the back of Denny's?
Maybe. Denny's is unfamiliar territory. I don't do.
The British Waffle House.
I don't know what Waffle House is.
Did you all know that Waffle House will not close until like literally the last minute during natural disasters? So
really?
There's this phenomena where you can tell if like, oh yeah, this place is gonna get screwed. The Waffle House is closed.
Oh yeah, true.
It's called the Waffle House Index.
The closest thing we have to a Waffle House in my country is called Pancake House. They serve some mean pancakes in there, though. It really tastes good. Actually,
Yeah, we serve mean Waffle House and mean customers and mean employees.
Mean customers.
Yep.
So waffles
Mean
pancakes are
and
like
rude.
breakfast things in the US, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
it's a breakfast.
It's like a breakfast
chain.
diner.
I guess the equivalent in the UK then would just be like, because we don't have like waffles and pancakes. We have Greg's.
Beans and toast.
Oh, Greg's is that? Yeah, Greg's is a good comparison.
Yeah, with like a bakery, like we have like pastries and stuff, like sausage rolls and pasties, stuff like that. That would be our equivalent. Like there's Greg's everywhere.
Greg's is the Waffle House. Oh, okay, I'm understanding.
He's Greg. Should we beat him up as well?
Hey, leave Greg alone. He's a national treasure. Hanyu, what rate are you giving this song?
Oh, I gave it a
Hanyu?
6.
Oh,
Well then. That was easy. We're starting off strong with a 24 out of 24 song.
It's only
There's just no
goes
flaws,
downhill
right?
from here.
It's all downhill from here.
It's all down here from here.
5 and then 4
Yeah,
and then
we
3
start
and then
with
2.
P.
it depends. It depends if
We-
like one of the next songs someone just convinces everyone else to vote for. We give
Yeah.
it a 6.
All right, roll the next one. We're
What's
speed
next?
running.
Illuminate.
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 Yippee.
Yippee! That is Illuminate, the leitmotif for Viviana. Performed
Didn't she look
by
great? Didn't Vivi look great in that? Can we just acknowledge that?
Oh, she's so adorable. I just want to give little Vivi some head pats.
So when are we gonna
Two
get that
nightcaps.
Viviana skin though?
What?
When are we?
Huh?
We
did?
The real question is when we're gonna get the Viviana Live 2D. Her E2 art is so complicated. I love
Yeah, I
it.
don't like the
It's
E2.
a crazy
I have her
piece.
on the base, the default art, because it's just perfect.
I love the complicated nature of the E2 art. But I also love the artist as well, which is LM7.
Yeah, Chuzenji. That's what Vivi? No, that Vivi's Chuzenji.
Oh, well then. This is awkward.
Well then.
Sorry.
LM7 did Angelina, Typhon, Holheag, and Kyobi.
Yes, I knew that.
Just those
yes. I also like LM7's operators as well, especially Angelina. But that's right.
I hate
Chuzenji
Holheag.
is
No.
Viviana, Gladia. Oh my god, that new Gladia skin. Oh.
The man likes this game.
6.
I do like. Okay.
I prefer the first one though, sadly.
Really?
I think I really like Gladia's first one better though. Like if
Which one's
I
the
have a
first one?
choice between the two, I would use the first one instead.
The German at the start, I didn't know what it meant until I looked it up because I don't speak German. But like, it's not what I expected. It's the clouds are reflected in the water, moons are hidden behind clouds. The foul beast asks me, "Where are you?" The flowers bloom in the storm and the flowers freeze. I have only this life, silence, and light. And then the last two lines are repeated at the end with the German at the end. Like, you know, when because I was obviously anticipating Viviana quite a lot, like very much. You know, she was my, for a very long time, she was my most anticipated, NPC enemy that I wanted to be playable ever since Near Light. Even though I was disappointed with, her playable version just being very different, I've like kind of learned to accept her for what she is. She's a survival-focused arts guard, and like that's kind of the same with the song. Like, I didn't really like when I listened to the song, I was like a little bit disappointed at first because it's just not what I was expecting. But after a few more listens, I've just come to accept it for what it is. I like it. I do like the song now.
Yeah, I just feel like there's this stark contrast to what Viviana the Candle Knight is and who we actually get to know Viviana. We expected all that EDM jazz, like, oh my god, she's gonna blow us up with that 8 diamond, 8 tile diamond nuke, and then like we get actual Viviana's like, oh.
Yeah, but like if you listen to the
That's
lyrics,
her.
like the lyrics of the song, it's clear that like from the song and as well from the like lore of the playable operator, that they lean very hard into like Viviana is moving on from her title as the Candle Knight. She's like, that's not who she is. That's who she was. Like a title, it's a role that she was raised into. She didn't choose it, and she's now like going forward as her own person. Like there's a line at the end. Pretend there's a means to every end. My dignity, just let it be. Like she's a competition knight in Casimir's, which is like in this like hyper capitalist entertainment with the
Capitalism mentioned
life or this persona that she's become. The people consume the Casimir's major as entertainment. They don't care about her or her life. She's just this. She's a competition knight. She's not Viviana. And like the song is, it's kind of tied into that. She's moving on from that. And so I can kind of accept that. What annoyed me is the operator that comes immediately after Viviana, who was also an NPC, highly anticipated, wanted to be playable. And the contrast between what they did with Viviana is like, yeah, she's moving on from this title. She's going to be someone else. She's not going to be what you expect. And then with the next operator, the very next operator, they're like, nah, let's just make the next most broken operator. Yeah, why not?
Or in my case, the next guard.
That made me a little salty.
We expected the virtuoso banner to not sell well. Let us bring power. I just like that short story of Viviana, right? Like just tying so well into how the community also thinks about her. We all expected her to be like this epic thing, which also like ties to her being like the Candle Knight, right? Wow, she's gonna be so broken, and then we finally met her for real. And they're like, that's it?
Viviana Alter trust.
Maybe she'll get an altar, but I don't think she should get a super busted altar. I don't want them to just anytime a NPC or like a popular character is slightly underwhelming, I don't want them to just be like, oh, we can do better. We can make loads of money off this. Let's just make this ultra busted new unit, new altar.
Surely they won't do that.
5 stars that have fallen out of favor, they don't get updated. They don't get upgraded. They just get new altars. See Texas.
Yeah, they just get a new specialist, broken specialist.
Yeah, Lapland will. I will put my life savings on Lapland getting a broken altar in the future.
No,
she's
specialists. I have a personal distaste of when they decide to make altars and they're broken altars. They're either fast redeploys or snipers. And this ends now, Hypergraph.
You say that and then wait 2 months.
I have a question about this song actually. The genre of this song is actually called Chill Out.
I need to chill out, so I'm just gonna listen to this song right now.
Is it just literally what it means in the name? It's just chill.
In a sense, yeah, it's part of the electronic. It's kind of characterized by slow tempos and relaxed moods. I don't know where it originally originated, but it's kind of related to ambient house because it uses a lot of more ambient sound, atmospheric stuff to help create that relaxation. I think this is a very good example of more ambient. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but with what I've noticed with a lot of Adam Goatman songs is he uses a lot of ear candy. All those little background things that you hear, some of the voices or even the little sparkles or even that little vocal there. Those are all examples of ear candy, and he uses a lot of them. That's not a bad thing because ear candy is kind of important because it really ties the whole thing together and gives it a very cool feeling.
Yeah,
this
I get it.
Song in particular isn't really my cup of tea, as you can tell. I'm not a big fan of the chill out genre. Chill house is not bad, but chill out is a little bit too slow.
I feel like the song felt a lot more longer. It's 3 minutes 30. That's
Yeah,
It's just 30 seconds longer than our usual like average, from what I noticed.
I want to say
leitmotifs.
it's not only is because like the beat is relatively like slow, but maybe also like these like spoken word parts, like the intro and the outro when she's speaking in German. I think that just really kind of like adds to the time a little bit indirectly, even though it doesn't particularly look long. It just feels long.
It's not really that bad, but I just felt like this is kind of like dragging out a little bit.
Yeah.
And then like I look at the
There is-
runtime and it's like, wait, it's only just 3 minutes? Holy, it just feels longer. I felt like it was a 4-minute song.
I think if they were going to repeat the chorus 3 times, I think the chorus should be better than what it is. Yeah, like with the operator, like I can accept it for what it is, but I'm still like, it's still like, you listen to it and like you use the operator, you listen to the song, and you're like, this could be more.
Or maybe it's enough. This is what Viviana wants to show us, right? Just think
Just
about
look at
it.
that art though. Look at the live 2D in the video. Oh my god, it's so good.
The MV though looks pretty good.
Oh my god, it's so good. I love it. Vivi's design is just like chef kiss. So good.
How are we gonna rate this song though?
10 billion
Honest-
out of 6. No, I'm kidding.
Whole?
I would give it a 5.
Maybe got a 5. All right, that's fair enough.
It's a like if I could give like more specific ones, I'd say like a low 5. But yeah,
I'll give it a 4. You know, just to even it out a little bit.
I think I'm also in the same boat. 4.
Yeah, the 4.
Yeah.
4. It's not a bad song, but it's not a song that
Like,
I would,
I think it was
vibe
well-
every day.
I think it was like
Yeah.
well mixed, but like just like Tobo was mentioning, like it does have 3 choruses and it just kind of gives you that feeling that it just feels long.
It feels almost as long as Lily of the Valley.
No, stop. Nothing can be longer than that.
I'm questioning.
is
the
it-
5
is
now.
it-
Maybe I should. Maybe I'll. Do I want to give it a 5?
It's up to you.
So I guess I don't read often enough, or I don't know. 2 things. I like Viviana the guard. I use her actually a lot. I like what she brings to the table, but I guess I have a guard's like brain rot perspective here. I like the fact that she is moving on from being a candle knight and returning essentially back to her home country to move on from being a capitalist knight to just being Viviana. I really like those aspects in terms of like character development. I think that her artwork, especially her E2 art, is very pretty. She's a very beautiful operator. She's a very beautiful woman. I don't know why like a little image of her past self is here, but she's very cute. The song itself, I do like the song in terms of like easy listening. So like Chill Out is, think of it as like more modern easy listening, and it's really hard to define like, okay, well, what is easy listening? It's like, well, it's something that's easy to listen to. It's like, okay, well, how do you define that? It's like, well, you don't. But it doesn't get, you know, like, it's not like never give up for me. But I would give it a 5.
Fair.
Just for all of those
I can
aspects.
explain.
There
I can
you
explain
go.
the pajama Viviana.
Sure.
The Viviana's backstory is that she's like an illegitimate child of a ruler from like a nearby country. I can't remember what specifically or what specific person that is, but she's like an illegitimate child of a ruler and like a peasant woman. The ruler is forced to like shun them publicly, so she spends basically all her childhood locked in a tower. And that's what you see in the music video.
Oh, the poor girl.
Like the reason she ended up in Casimir is because she gets adopted by Violetta Russell, who, if anyone's read Near Light, that's a character in that, and who trains her as the Candle Knight. I don't remember how what happens between being in the tower and getting adopted, but yeah, that's why the pajama Viviana is the young Viviana, is because she's like thinking back to when she was locked in the tower and had to spend her childhood just only being able to see the world from a window.
I love her even more now, but the song's still a 5.
I'm actually going to change mine. I think like thinking about like what I would give a 5, because I gave Never Give Up a 6 because I couldn't think of anything negative about it. A 5 would be like something that's really good, that just like it's just barely like, you know, it's just not quite there, not quite perfect. This I wouldn't. This is that there's lots of room for improvement in it, like with the choruses especially. I'm going to downgrade to a 4, I think.
Okay.
A 4.
4.
4.
What's the next one? Come on, Goody. I know you could say this one.
How do I pronounce that last word?
Try your best. Try your best.
They train to Lake.
They train to Lake Silberneherze.
There you go.
There you go. Thanks, Tobo. Oh,
That's just fantastic. I love it.
that is
It's really
they train
unique.
to Lake Silber. Blah, 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 blah.
They train to Lake Silberneherze. Yeah.
Silberneherze. Did I pronounce that right?
Yeah.
Just ignore the E in the middle and the E at the end.
Silberneherze. Oh, okay.
Silberneherze.
I think I got it, guys. The
Haven't
Harold
you
Ian
seen-
kind of like threw me off. I was like, oh?
Harold Ian is so
we're
good.
listening to the trailer. Was
Harold
it
Ian is
actually
it's
part
fantastic. Like tally ho, chaps! Like, it's proper like stereotypical. I love it.
Yes, this is in the event teaser.
It's also isn't it the lobby theme?
It should be
Yeah.
also the lobby team.
Right? Have any of you
I just-
seen the Grand Budapest Hotel, the Wes Anderson film?
No.
Yes, but I don't remember any of it because that was a very long time ago.
Is that an old movie?
It's 10 years ago, 2014. It's directed by Wes Anderson. He's got a very distinctive style. And if you look at so, I don't know if any of you have seen the another video they did, like the animation about from this event. It's done in the style of Wes Anderson's films. It's got like a 4:3 aspect ratio. It's very symmetrical. It's very, very obvious the Wes Anderson inspiration. And this the music is also very obviously inspired by that film as well. Like it's like like if you watch the film, you'll see very clearly that they've taken a lot of inspiration from that film.
Mhm.
A lot of that film takes place on trains. There's the the express train to Lutz. There's the night trains in Nablesbad. There's like the soundtrack to that film. Like that's the soundtrack to this film. To that film won awards. Like it's really, really popular. It's one of my favorite film soundtracks. And when I heard the music for this event, I was really excited because I was like, oh wow, the music is so obviously like inspired by that. It's like if you feel like it after, you can look at one of the tracks on the soundtrack is called Mr. Mustafa. He's like the main character of the film.
Oh, I think I've heard that
like
one.
the melody is like really similar. Even like so, Mr. Mustafa is like like it's you listen to the two side by side and you're like, oh damn, it's really similar. Like, you can clearly see the inspiration, and I absolutely love that they decided to be inspired so much by that, because it's like I don't know, I just absolutely love the fact that they they looked at a Wes Anderson film and were like, yeah, let's get it, let's do this. It's just fantastic. The only way it can be improved, I think, is like somewhat jokingly, it could be improved by like the first track on that movie soundtrack is yodeling.
Oh,
they should have leaned full into it and just had yodeling.
oh yeah, they
stuff
should
for the
have.
lobby theme.
They should have like straight up hired a yodeler. Oh, that would have been perfect, especially for the context of Gerag.
Yeah,
You could definitely yodel on those mountains.
on Jungfrau.
I haven't played the event yet. I haven't read anything. I was gonna do it after the stream actually.
Well, there you go. This is your introduction.
Yeah, I'm currently reading Break the Ice before I read this event.
Oh yeah,
can't
maybe I
read.
should do that too. I
I
can't
am
read.
Ian.
Like
Hanyu's
you
with
mentioned
me.
the Grand Budapest. Like I haven't watched the movie, but I remember seeing a clip randomly when I was scrolling through YouTube. It was that shot where they were like taking it inside the train,
Oh yeah,
inside the cabin, right? And then like they barged in to check their the tickets. It was pretty
It's just-
memorable,
it's-
even though it's only just that clip for me.
yeah. It's like it's so good. Like it's really. It's a really unique sense of humor, but it works so well. It's brilliant. There's lots of like physical comedy. There's loads of, I don't know. I could talk about it like a lot, but I just highly recommend watching it. It's just a film that I think, as long as you're not the kind of person who's like, oh, I just like action movies, I just want to turn my brain off and be into, like, as long as you're not like that kind of moviegoer, which is fine, but like, yeah, I recommend it to pretty much everyone.
It's Lobby Boy, bro.
And yeah, all of this for a lobby theme. It's crazy.
Too bad I
didn't
play
expect
this
it to be
game
that
on
deep.
mute.
You won't now, right?
If the game lets me turn off music without going into my options.
Time to just leave it on for the whole stream.
Banger lobby team, but I just can't see myself giving it more than a 5, right?
I would agree with you there. I'm not going to give it a 6 because it's like
It's good. It's a
It's
good
very-
team, but
yeah, like it's a
not-
good
it's
good
not-
lobby theme, but it's not like a whole composition in and of itself.
Yeah, but it's
just-
good. It's flavorful.
It's a good introduction to the.
It's good. Yeah, it's a good production. It's very flavorful. Yeah, I'll give it a 5, and I guess Tobo would give it as well 5.
I also give it a 5. Yeah.
I do like that it almost like feels like it's trying to tell a story from the various tempos and sections that it goes through, because it kind of goes through this like intro verse break section, a verse variation break section, break variation decompression, and then I kind of got lost after that because it started speeding up. I did like the syncopation at the end. I don't know if anyone else got this feel.
Oh, like how it was like the tempo is increasing.
Yeah, it increases. So it
Like a
reminded
train?
me of but also like the song "World's Smallest Violin" because they end off their song.
Oh,
Uh,
I love
where
that
they
song.
where they just keep going. They just keep
the
going.
world's smallest vial.
Yep.
The increase in tempo at the end is a hypergrowth's way of telling us that the brakes are off of the power creep now. There's no brakes anymore.
Another tile off the charts.
So I heard we're basically walking into like Arknights' version of the Fast and Furious series.
Oh yeah, it's all
Kind
no
of.
bars hold. We're going to the moon next.
It's all
There
about
are no
family now.
there are no bad 6 stars coming up.
They're all bad if
But
they're not a
Surely,
guard.
right?
Did anyone else get this feeling when you were listening to like some of the sounds that they used? Because they had some pretty interesting sound design. What I liked was there's like a sound where it sounds like if you were to toss a few coins in your hand, toss them up and catch them down. It's like
Oh yeah, that
like several
jingling.
clinks.
Yeah, the
But then
clink.
there's this other sound that's either paper ripping or it's somebody making a slurp sound. So all I could imagine was somebody was like drinking soup. So I don't actually.
The producer is
remember what was
Matthew Carl Earl, so that's a reference.
Looking on Spotify, he did Bluish Light and Flame Shadow.
Oh,
Oh.
you know what? Now it makes sense.
What, the slurp sound or?
No, just like the different type of I want to say ear candy, but I also don't want to say ear candy.
Are we still talking about like that ripping paper and
Yeah.
or like
Yeah.
the coins? Yeah, that's technically ear candy.
Mhm.
Like it all builds to that ambience, but it basically ear candy. Like the easiest definition is it's pleasant to hear, but
Mhm.
it's not like it's not the melody
Yeah,
type of thing.
It's stuff to fill the soundstage almost.
Precisely.
kind of like a bar song, and you hear people like clinking glasses and belching and stuff like that. Puts you in the moment.
Or like even like later in the song when you hear like the car engine or some type of engine kind of start up.
Train engine.
I'll give it a 5. I like how fun the song is.
Yeah, it's a fun
Especially
song. I agree.
yeah, especially when producers like start adding in some of these more unique sounding sounds.
Mhm. For me, it's too short. It's not like a full composition. I appreciate its lobby background music, and I do like all the different songs, especially the references that Tobo explained to us. But I can't give it higher than a 4.
All right, that's fair enough.
So like, I still think it's a great song, and I'm glad that I can have this like bouncing along. And I do like when you call that syncopation, right? Where it's increasing
Yeah.
in tempo. Yeah, that I think
Well,
that's the best.
no. Syncopation's different.
Okay.
Increasing tempo is different. Syncopation's like every other beat type thing.
Okay. But yeah, that increasing tempo at the end, just like, all right, train's leaving. See you later. Last chance to get on.
Don't get your foot caught in the door.
Yeah, it's very fitting for the event.
Mind the
So,
gap.
Yep, definitely mind the gap. And you can tell, even like if you look at the album art for the OST, you can see trains in it, and most of the story takes place on a train, so it's all related, which is kind of cool. So,
Are you guys enjoying the event?
no, I don't like the mechanic.
I haven't. I'm
gone through
about
yet.
to be bodied by the boss. I just know it.
Oh, yeah.
I got bodied by the banner already. I'm already kind of depressed.
Like, my condolences.
I don't like
that's a
how
skill
guards
issue.
always gets bodied. But I have
I
Degenbrecher.
like the
now.
mechanics. I like the mechanics of this event, except for the boss.
If only Harold playable was comparable to Harold enemy.
Like honestly, like Harold kicked my ass at first, but after a few, like I helped a couple of people in my Discord with stuff, like with because he's kind of a pain to make an auto for farming. Like after playing him a few times and like using different squads, I've kind of got the hang of him now. He's not actually that bad once you get the hang of him. The reason I don't like the boss is because it's for the same reason as So Long Adele. Why I didn't like that is because it's not like you put things down and you have a solution. It's just like you're constantly mitigating stuff all the time. Like the map is just actively working against you all the time. Like Harold turns off when he's in phase 2. He turns off 2 heaters at the time, and when the 2 heaters turns off, he has like 60% damage reduction. It's
Oh,
so he
God.
just regularly has that much damage reduction. It's just ass. It's just not very fun to play. But all the other mechanics are fun. I like the heaters as a concept.
Not a
Okay,
fan.
just use Degenbrecher. Just burst
I
him
refuse to do
down,
that.
forehead.
I skipped this banner for a reason, dude.
He's making
On
a
a roll
statement,
for Ray.
but that's okay because I have her.
I need the upcoming unit. Okay, I need Ray.
Ray
I
gang,
need
Ray gang, Ray gang.
non-negotiably.
We're going to the next one. We have any final thoughts about?
No.
We're shooting to the next one. Go, go, go.
Don't care if you burn us out. We're used to marching on scorched ground. Like a phoenix, crying, rise up from the ash. Even if you hurt us now, this revenge just won't burn out. Like the phoenix. Like a phoenix.
So that is Battleplan Pyrolysis, the CC2 season 2-1 thingy.
It's CC13.
Painty.
I refuse to call it anything else.
13.
Pinch out 0. Pinch out.
No, Pinch Out Zero
Pinch
is
Out
actually
one.
Pinch Out. This is like literally Poo 1, because this is all this is.
I've seen people call it
Yeah, and
CCB,
it has a number 1
like,
there too.
like CCB1 instead of CC1.
What's the B stand for? Balls?
Balls.
Battle plan. It says it right there.
Yes,
is better.
balls. Balls plan.
CC.
I'm gonna be real. I'm not a fan of this song.
Neither am I. I'm giving this a 3, and the reason why I want to give it more higher, honestly. CC ran aside. The only thing that I really do not like about this song, and Hanyu could probably explain this better, is the main vocalist.
Yes, I
Yeah.
absolutely agree.
I listened to the instrumental version, and I was like, this is actually a really good song. But then the main vocalist, whatever they did to make him sound like that, I hate it. And I cannot
It's
give it
trying-
any higher than
yeah.
a 3.
He's singing out of range.
It's either that or like they went for like this raspy vibe, and then they it sounds like they added like some type of saturation on top of it to get it sound like this, and then they overlaid it with the scream, which I kind of appreciate because I like the scream that's underneath. I would prefer if the scream was brought to be on top,
Yeah.
because
Like, you can hear the
because-
screaming, like, backup singers.
yeah, and
But it's not
and-
present because you have this high-pitched guy yelling at you.
The only benefit of the doubt that I could really give it is this song. It's relatively a little bit heavier on the lower frequencies, so it sounds like a lot of EQing is being done to take out those low frequencies from the vocal
Mhm.
to make space to really have those bass drums, the bass, and the heavy guitar really kind of cut through, which is why you could hear everything. But at the same time, I feel like if the type of singing was more like Alan Day, where it's just straight screaming the entire time practically, I think it would work really, really well, because this song is, I want to say it's a good example of making good use of a structure to kind of reiterate parts of your lyrics, because I don't know if you noticed, but it's virtually like four chorus
Mhm.
in here.
Yeah.
The only difference is the beginning one, it's half a chorus because they're like teasing you a little bit, and then the second and third chorus are the same, and then the last one is also a full chorus, but it's just it's an alternative chorus because they start off a little bit soft. What's unique about this song is in the structure, it's like intro, alt chorus, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, then a breakdown. So it's longer than what you would like normally have, like a post-chorus or like a decompression. It almost feels like a bridge, but then they go back into the verse, chorus, and then they do the actual bridge. I actually really like the bridge. I think the vocal mixing in the bridge was pretty good. It was almost ethereal-like. Normally, I'd say, four choruses is too much for a song. But the producer, he's fitted in. The song's not even 4 minutes long. He managed to fit in all 4. But it just gets a little bit dangerous because now you're fighting with is my song getting too repetitive type of thing. I think that's why the structure has that breakdown and bridge compared to just having the bridge, because you can't go from the first chorus or I should say the quote unquote second chorus into a small decompression or post chorus, and then start into the verse again. It's just too fast. You're gonna hit that third chorus way too fast, and then it'll just like sound repetitive.
To be fair, these songs are really just made to loop in the main menu.
I was gonna say I'd agree if it was an instrumental sense, but I'm in.
But yeah, it's a song.
Because it's an actual song with lyrics.
Yeah.
It's like listening to it's a pattern on repeat, but it's actually on repeat.
Don't let the
You know when I was like deciding what songs to sing for Hina's virtual concert back in January, I was practicing a lot of Arknights songs in private, like trying to figure out like what I could sing like semi-competently. It's working out what was in my range and stuff. And when I tried to sing a song that wasn't in my range, my voice started to do what the vocalist of this song does, and it becomes very like breathy and high pitched. Like you go higher without using your chest, you sort of do it in your throat. That's what it sounds like to me. It just sounds like he's trying to go. It just sounds like he's trying to sing out of range with a style of singing that he's not comfortable with in that range. I don't know. I don't know what. It just doesn't work. It's almost like he's not warmed his voice up properly. Like if you warm up your vocal cords, you can belt out higher notes like much more comfortably. Like I've speaking from experience, without a trained voice, just warming up properly was like yielded a lot of improvement. And it sounds like the vocalist of the song just like he just hasn't warmed up even. I just don't like the vocals at all. Which is a real shame because I like the instrumental behind it. It just doesn't work. It started to warm up on me a little bit. Like when I first heard it, I really didn't like it, and it warmed up on me a little bit. But I think that's just out of familiarity rather than actually liking the song. I think this is like, I really like that they do a lot of sort of like hard rock and metal in that kind of area. I like that they do a lot of songs like that for the for CC especially, but like they just do a lot of songs like that for the soundtrack, which I really like. But this is the weakest of them. I just didn't like. I would have the game on with the music turned off when I was playing CC because I just didn't like it at all.
Like I feel like Battleplan Pyrolysis is just worse than CC11 because CC11 is just so bad it becomes funny, but like Battleplan Pyrolysis it's just so bad because it's just bad.
Wait, which one was 11 again?
Fake
Fake waves.
I love that one.
The target's on my back.
Right? It's so bad. It becomes just funny. But this one is just so bad because you're just bad, dude.
Also, I have to point out the lyric, like some of the lyrics are fine, but I didn't really have any strong feelings for most of them. But the line where he's like, "You are so done," who wrote that?
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that
It's
was
bad. It's just I'd like, "You are so done." This reflect. I'm like, why would you put this in the song? This isn't a good. It's cringe. For lack of a better phrase, it's not good.
okay, so
I
have a
bet
rant.
the same guy.
I have a rant here, okay? So what this song reminds me of is Barrenland's song, which was the kind of like Astronomia variant of it or whatever by W&W. I was just like, it was almost lazy in a sense. And there's a reason why they can't put it up at all, is because it's just going to get copywritten or copyright strike again. So because it's clearly copying something else. I was just like, this is so like, oh my god. With this one, with Pyrolysis, it's not even a MSR in-house song or like even commissioned to Hexani Audio. This was from a YouTuber named Ty McGrath. I think I've only listened to like 2 of their other songs. And so I can see the style and I'm just like, oh my god, I don't like this style. Like, give me back, Hexani Audio to work on the music for CC. Like, I guess Fake Waves is a different thing, but I guess some people like it, like Hanyu, but whatever. I don't know. It just reminds me of how, find somebody to make us a song for Barren Lands, and it's the same thing. Find me somebody to make us a song for Pyrolysis, and we'll go from there. And I'm just like, I'm offended by this song, so I'm dropping my rating to a 2.
Oh, dang.
Nice. I was about to give it a 2 as well.
Okay, there you go.
Worse than mid. 1.
Really? Are we
Okay, maybe I
serious?
don't.
Like,
Maybe I don't
what-
hate it. Maybe I don't hate it that much. Maybe I don't
What-
hate it that much.
Goody really went off on that.
What annoys me is that like they have a good in Pine Soot and in Base Point they had Life Awaits.
Yes.
And with what's it called? Pyrite. They had a really, I can't remember who sang that one, but that was like also like amazing. They have good rock songs. Was Life Awaits busy? Like why?
Yeah, what happened? Who is this
so
random
disappointing.
YouTuber that they ended up commissioning
Yeah.
to make this song? No
So
offense
disappointing.
against them, please. Oh my God,
I'm
who's
sure-
running
I'm
the
sure
quality
Time McGrath is
department
good.
here?
Yeah, I'm sure Time McGrath is good, but it's just this is just clearly not a song that he should be singing.
So Pyrite was Alan Day, by the way, but I'm pretty sure if Alan Day sung this, it'd be a 6 instantly.
That's why I'm saying.
I'm agreeing with Hanyu there.
That was literally
This song
that
needs
was
Alan
literally-
Day.
That was literally my first sentence. Where's Alan Day?
Where's Alan Day?
Maybe bro was busy, so they had to like do a last minute
Battle Plan Pyrite. Come on, we got this.
Imagine this like the same vocalist behind like "Burn Me to the Ground." Like imagine that vocalist singing the "Like a Phoenix" line. It would be
Alan Day.
iconic for years.
Can we could maybe like pool all the money we make to make Alan Day just cover this song. Then we'll have it.
What could have been?
I don't know. I don't think I hated that one. Did we ever had a song that we rated 1? I don't think
no.
this deserves a 1.
I don't think
I don't
so.
think this deserves a 1 yet.
Like the
I don't
so
think
the
it's that
instrumental.
The instrumental is strong.
Yeah,
enough.
the instrumental's
The
solid.
instrumental's good.
Take the vocals
Yeah,
out.
right?
It's a really good song, but I'm just so offended on like what they did here, and I'm just like, why? Like this is almost Pyrite level in terms of like instrumental, and it got ruined.
The upcoming CC song, like the
Maybe we just give it. Maybe we give it a 3 just because of how good the instrumental.
Yeah, I was thinking a 3 because the instrumental is pretty solid.
It's just half of a song. Like Renegade.
I'm gonna
Just
stick
like-
with the 2. I think the 2 is fair.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with it as well.
All of that, the entire 2 is for the instrumental.
Yes,
Oh,
I agree.
oh,
Nah, me and Hanyu gave it a much more fair rating. It's 3 because it's only half a song.
Much more excited for the next CC, like the song and the gameplay. It's much more excited for that.
Anyways, let's move on to the next one. Any final thoughts?
No. the
Any
song
last
sucks.
second rants? We should have given it a
Less
1.
than
question mark?
mid. Less than mid.
I just
No, I can't give
just
this
used
a
the
1.
guide for this map.
Yeah, I
I
cannot.
never actually cleared this myself. I just used the guide.
dude, I don't even know
this wasn't
what
a fun map.
what a 1 rating song would sound like.
Yeah.
It
I'm
would
sure
have to
we'll
be,
find
like,
it.
I
most
feel
One
like,
for
I
me
feel
would
like
be
most...
CC Wild Scales, CC6.
No, what? You hated it?
What? No way.
No.
I absolutely
No,
hate
no.
Wild Scales.
Oh wait, no, Goody, you did rate a song a 1. You rated CC3.
Did I? Oh yeah,
Wait,
that
which
one
was
sucked.
CC3?
That one sucked. I guess a song that would sound like a 1 would be CC3. It's the one that's
Was
like
that the-
ooh.
Was that the rhythm one?
Yeah.
It's the one that the woo something.
Just to make sure I'm not talking about different ones. Wild Scales is the one that's like ready to stay, yeah, ready to, like that
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
right? Yeah,
Yep.
I hate that one a lot.
Don't-
It's really bad. It's
There was some parts of it that were good, but I also didn't like it that much either. But I
Mostima
don't
says
think
Zafang
was a
hates it as well.
1.
Let's go. I'm vindicated.
yeah, Zafang gave it a 2, whereas Hanyu and I gave it a 5. I actually like Wild Scales. What's next,
Number
Goody?
5. Stained.
Who made this song?
Not
to fire him?
stainless. Not stainless. Stained.
Stainless Heart?
Executor,
Shut
the X-Foot.
up! Shut up!
When we fall from grace, we are all the same. When you fall from grace, all our souls are stained.
That is Stained, the leitmotif of Executor, the ex-voter, performed by Obadiah Brown Beach, composed by Eric Castro and David Lynn.
You heard that right, by
I
the way.
need to tell
This is performed by the GOAT, OBB.
Oh yeah.
I need to tell a story about the song.
Sure.
Okay, so I used to go to these rental DJ booths with some mates I had like a year ago or so. You can just go and practice mixing, practice sets and stuff like that with like an actual sound system, so you're not just doing it with headphones or PC speakers. We'd all bring music we like on a little USB. We just play around, nothing serious. We just like mixing as best as we can, which isn't very good, but it's just just having a good time, just jam into it. My music I would bring would always include a lot of songs that belong to a genre called future garage.
Like this one?
Like this
Which
one.
is this song. Which is this song. It's this song's genre. It's like garage, like UK garage is, it's a UK thing. It's a very UK centric electronic genre. It's like you can imagine how like I reacted when they released the song for Executor. Okay, I'm curious. It's gonna be like I'm expecting something like Guide Ahead. I click on it and
EDM.
bloody Future Garage starts playing. I'm like, what? And I sent it to my mate who I would go to these booths with. I'm like, dude, like listen to this. He's like, mate, I know you like this anime game, but I'm not listening to this. I kept pushing him to listen. Like, dude, please just listen to this. He's like, okay, fine. And he listens to it for a little while. It's like, wait, mate, this is Future Garage. What? this is from your anime game. This is from your anime game. Okay, mate. Okay. It's just I was stunned. I couldn't believe that they decided to go down this route for Executor's theme. I was like, we unfortunately like didn't go back to a booth after that, and I haven't spoken to those mates for a while for reasons I won't get into. But. So unfortunately, this hasn't been played in the DJ booth, but like nonetheless, it was just such a good moment. Like, listening to it and realizing that it's the exact genre. Like, it would be not out of place in a playlist that I would bring to one of those DJ booth sessions. It was just insane. I was completely taken aback, and I'm very happy that this song exists in the Arknights.
This is why the Arknights music is probably like some of the best, because they have like this wide variety of different songs that encompass like almost everything. Like there's some songs that people love, there's some songs that people hate, and then in this case there's a song that you really like relate to. That's so cool.
I've never heard Future Garage actually. What
Well,
even
now
is
you
the
have.
genre? Actually, I didn't even know it was called
I
Future
can give you a
Garage.
couple of
I just see
recommendations
electro-
because I have so many.
There you go.
I just
Chronicle
hear
by
electronic
Sorrow,
music, like,
Next to Me by
bop, bop,
Sublab, Infinitely Finite by Azale, I Want You Back by Sorrow, Archangel by Burial. Like there's just like so many iconic just if you listen to one song after this, after we're done, listen to a song called Next to Me by Sublab. It's like really, really similar to this song, to Stained. It's similar in structure, similar in the way it sounds. You listen to that song, you're like, oh yeah, I see what it means now. It is Future Garage. It's crazy. And like the song itself is good. I like it a lot. I like the lyrics. I don't know too much about like the Sancta and Laterano, but from what I do know, it seems to tie in with that well enough. I don't know. I like the song, but I am also biased because I just like this genre of music already.
What would you rate this one in terms against all the other Future Garage that you have or have listened to?
Comparing it against the other Future Garage songs, or tracks rather, this isn't the sort of thing, Future Garage, it's not like something you go on a dance floor for, but it is something you can, go out to like a sort of underground club, like a warehouse thing. There's those, they do exist. This isn't the sort of song you would hear on a night like that, in a set like that.
Yeah,
it's more of a headphones thing, something you listen to by yourself. But like nonetheless, it's just not out of place in a Future Garage playlist. And I love that. And I would I think like as for the song itself, I think like it doesn't like make me sit and reflect on it. Like the only reason I have so biased to this song is because of the context I was talking about. But so I wouldn't give this a 6. I would give because that would just be my like personal bias just going right through. But nonetheless, I would give this a 5.
Very nice. Hanyu, have you found any like Arknight songs? They're like, oh, this is the music that I either listen to or produce in.
I mean, literally anything that has like screams.
Alan Day.
Yeah. I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say
I
it.
got you.
Anything, alternative rock, borderline metal.
Like the ones
I'm
on
kinda in the same boat.
Yeah, you know,
I'm
I
kind of in the
can't-
same boat with Hanyu. I'm not gonna lie.
I can't really like think of anything off the top of my head. Like maybe Lily of the Valley.
Maybe Stainless Heart. What did you think
But-
about this one? This Future Garage one?
This one's kind of interesting. This is my first time listening to Future Garage. Right from the get-go, I almost feel like I know what plugins they're using to create this because I've recently bought a few plugins that can kind of do something similar, and it sounds really familiar. But like they have some pretty cool effects right off the get-go. On like the initial chords that you hear, that like stuttery sound. There's a lot of color in that, man. You could get that from this plugin called Chroma, because you select the key that you're in, and then it adds frequencies that are in the same key. That gives it like a lot of flavor, basically. So it adds those harmonic frequencies. What I think is kind of interesting for Future Garage is it is that subgenre of electronic that incorporates like a variety of influences from UK garage and then softer elements from that two-step garage. But some of the characteristic sounds that are present are like those vocal chops. You hear those a lot, almost like every other sentence, almost every other sentence. But it's also characterized by like jittery, irregular rhythms that you can hear throughout the chords. I don't know if that's being generated by like a randomizer inside a synthesizer plugin, or if maybe they're using
No,
another
this
plugin.
kind of rhythm is very typical
Yeah.
to garage.
Okay, I wonder if there's like, I find it kind of interesting that they could have this kind of like jittery, irregular rhythm, because it almost feels like offbeat, but it's not.
Yeah, it works. It's like anything you hear that's like kind of got the underlying sort of
Yeah,
that's kind of like that's that's a very kind of typical rhythm that you hear in a garage track.
right. And I have like maybe like two more notes. One is the attention to detail. When they say the line "greeted by the barrel," then you hear like the gun reload. I think that's a very nice detail right there, especially when we think about the Sancta. They're really like the main ones that have the closest to like modern guns for the most part.
It's funny you say modern guns, but looks like Executor has like lever action shotguns.
They still
That's-
exist today. I think they still make
Yeah,
them.
but definitely not somebody a normal person would like use.
Yeah, it's because he's not a normal person.
When you appoint him as assistant, yes, I have received a notification that fragmentation mines are forbidden in the corridors. But rest assured, Doctor, the high voltage fencing installed on your door
Oh my
violates no ordinances. I can't put down a claymore, so I'm gonna set up a Watson fence in front of your door instead.
Yeah, right. Let me hit one more note. I don't know about you guys, but for this one, I feel like the theming on this is pretty good from the lyric and musical perspective. I don't know much about Executor or any of his lore because I failed to read anything. The one feeling that I get when I was listening to this is like kind of like if you close your eyes and then you imagine as this is being sung, if you had a fish tank full of like just regular clear water and then you drop a drop of paint in it and it kind of spreads, or like a drop of paint like falls on like some white cloth or something, it spreads and stains. That's the kind of feel that I got from it, which kind of falls in line, and I really appreciated that it was able to kind of like invoke that imagery. So I think it's a very, very well made. I'll give it a 5 just because I don't know how much it relates to Executor, but like if I could I'd give it a 5.5.
Something about the law, right? The law is from what I read, is a somewhat like an AI deep inside the where is it again?
Laterano.
The Laterano, yeah, deep inside Laterano. It commands Sanctas to follow its 13 laws. Well, we don't know exactly what the 13 laws are. Executor is a
He's a cop, basically.
he's pretty much he's a cop pretty much. He like dispenses justice, it's his duty to keep the order, pretty much, like in layman's terms. He has the authority. You break the law by raising your gun against other fellow Sanctas. Probably happened to Mastima or something similar, but at least Executor, he's authorized to use that force.
His alter name, like the Executor, the Ex Fodere, that's Latin for like by the law, by the treaty, kind of like that kind of thing. On the terms of the treaty, I think, or something like that. I translated it a while ago, but I don't have it up. It's like he's enforcing the law because he has authority granted to him by the covenant, by the treaty, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Some would say
By
that he's
the law.
the executor.
If you lose your fate in your own home and you feel like you might grow horns, because when you fall as a Sancta, you actually get like some of your Sarkas traits back. Christian Point Mashima. She has a tail, she has horns again. She also has black wings and a halo. He's coming for you.
He's what?
He's gonna grab you by the ass. Huh?
I mean, it is Pride Month.
Oh? Each?
Huh?
I'm gonna definitely listen to Tobo's recommendation later. I'll give it a 5. I don't think it can go any higher than a 5.
For me, this song is also a 5 as well. I mean, it's a good song. I like listening to it, but yeah, just 5 for me. I think we're all in agreement. Everybody hit the same points that I probably would have discussed anyway. So
5 sweep.
5 sweep.
And look at that. It fits as well because like Executor is about maintaining order, and there's order in the ratings of the Stained.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, honestly, we should have given him a 7. Like, bro's obsessed with the number 7.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
If we could have just given him a 7. Like,
one of his stats when you max him out or something is like 777.
It's
His birthday is-
777.
Yeah,
July
birthday is
7.
777.
Combat year experience 7 years.
All right. So the way it's going to work here is you're going to guess on each song as we go through them.
I'm gonna get at least one of these hilariously wrong, I guarantee it.
Historically, whatever we rate, chat likes to forsake us. So
Surely not, right?
surely not.
I'll be disappointed if the Stained rating isn't exactly 5. The order has not been maintained.
And you think
I can see a few like I don't think anyone
I
I
can
don't think
understand
anyone
not
dislikes this
liking it,
song.
but yeah, I don't
don't
see.
think
I
anyone
won't
dislikes
see
it, but I
anyone
can see
disliking
people. I can see
Not-
people not giving it a 6. I can see
Yeah,
people
yeah.
giving it like 4 or 5. I'm gonna guess 5.6.
and that's pretty high.
5.11.
Yeah, right.
5.11. Oh, that's
It's
disappointing.
okay. We even it out. This is their votes, not ours. We even it out.
So because this is a 24 song, the final aggregate score, well, not the final, but the aggregate score at this time is 5.82, which puts it in between Spark for Dream and Laters.
Spark for Dream is a popular one, so that's good. That's a good result.
What do you think
Viviana.
they rated this one?
Fiona. Right. I know people can't separate the song from the character. Like, even if a song is good, if the character, like, if it's like a thing to dunk on a certain character, whether it's because they suck or if it's because they're disappointing, like Vivi, like many people are with Viviana, people are gonna rate it low. People are gonna rate it lower than it should be rated, and so I think Illuminate is gonna have a lower rating than what we've given it. I think Illuminate. I'm gonna say exactly 4.
4.33. Yeah.
Okay, I was close.
Yeah, that was pretty.
We
pretty
don't
good,
talk
actually.
about Chubai team. We don't talk about Chubai team.
Yeah, we don't
We
talk
don't
about
talk
that.
about Chubai.
Yeah, we don't talk
We don't
about
talk about that one.
I love Chubai.
We actually don't talk about that one.
I love
I love Chubai, but we don't talk about that team.
For Illuminate, the current aggregate score is 4.27. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Oh, they
change
rate it
that.
higher than that. Damn. Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's the mix between both of us, which puts us.
Wait, I just remembered. I gave it a 4.
4. Yeah, we all gave it a 4. Except for Zop.
Yeah, Zop,
It was
yeah.
Zop
Yeah, I
who
gave
gave
it
it
a
a
5. Yeah. That puts it above Ashring, Operation Ashring. The day train
I am gonna
to
be-
Lake Silberneherze.
If this is too low, I'm going to be really disappointed. But hopefully, I'll be surprised if it's any higher than like just above 5. But if it's anything lower than 4.5, I will start throwing hands like here and now.
Oh no! Oh, you're in for a shock. Show it to him,
okay,
Zop.
I'm going to say 4.8.
4.72.
It's
Okay,
close.
I was
It's
close. That was close. Okay,
That was almost
That's actually
right
pretty
on the
good.
money.
I'll take it.
The current aggregate score for this one is 4.74. All right, on to
He's
this
so good.
disgusting song.
Quit,
Minus 10
Curry!
billion. Okay. This song is okay. I know that people like this song. I know that like I've seen in the Discord. I've seen like you see people typing out like a phoenix like all the time. I think that line alone makes people like the song. That's what the direction they've been taking the CC songs. They have this one line that you can belt out and it makes people like it. So I think they'll probably rate it higher than we did. I'm gonna say 3.5.
Oh man, you're like on the dot almost. 3.56.
Oh,
Damn.
I'm too good. I'm too good.
He's
He's
too good at this.
What do we give him? Good
Monthly
job.
card.
Oh, monthly card sponsored by Goody 5.
oh, nice.
Current aggregate score is 2.73, which puts it just below Ipa. But it's better than Fake Waves.
What? No, that's supposed
No
to be
way.
the opposite.
It
We
does
should've-
not
I should
deserve
have
to
given
be
it a
higher
one.
than
I should have
Fake
given it a
Waves.
one. I should have given it a one.
I'm so sad.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't deserve a one. It doesn't deserve a one. But I think the 2 I gave it is fair.
Yeah,
No, I
same
wanted.
here.
I should have gave it a one, so it would have been lower.
Well, let's see the spread. There is 2 1s. Oh boy. 3 2s. 3 3s. 6 4s. Okay, so it's because of the 4s.
Honestly, I think that's the consensus. I think
Yeah.
that's the consensus for this.
5 2s and then 3 6s.
What? Someone said this is peak. Three of you guys said this was peak.
This is big.
Those 3 people, it's okay to have bad taste. There's room to grow. There's room to grow.
Okay, last one.
It's got to be 5.
It's surely
Gotta be
will
a five. It's just flat
I'll allow like a
5.0.
margin of error. I'll allow a margin of error, but it needs to be close to 5. I don't know. I feel like most people like this song. I feel like most people would give it either a 4 or 5. So I feel like the average would probably be a little under 5. So I'm going to say 4.8.
4.26.
Oh, okay, I was a little bit more off that time.
The
I think a lot of people
actual
rated this
current
4.
aggregate is 4.85. So at least you're on to something.
Hey, he still got it. He still got it.
That puts it between Cannot Wait For and Endospore.
That's good company to be in. I'm a big fan of Enderspore.
That's actually, yeah, that sounds about right.
That was pretty good. But yeah,
Oh, man.
that's
pretty
the
good.
that's the end of that one.
Anyone who didn't rate Stained a 5 in the community poll, I will find you and I will make you face consequences.
Alright, 1v1 the Waffle House.
We'll enforce the
in
law
Tekken.
of letter on it.
If you already voted, you should go
Guns.
back and Never Give Up a better rating than what you gave it. It literally went down since we've been talking.
Wait, really?
Somebody said that they mistaken Never Give Up for a different song.
Ooh.
That nullifies all of the community poll ratings, which means that we are objectively correct. That's how it works, right?
That's correct.
Yeah. Cookie said something about outliers, right? That
Yeah,
in
removing
data analysis, outliers.
Outliers. The entirety of the community are outliers. So one announcement I want to make. This is the end of season 2 of the Terran Charts. Thank you all very much for hanging out with us. Thank you, Tobo, for coming out for our final episode of the season. Season 2 of Terran Charts is over. Well,
It has
for the
been
main.
an absolute pleasure. I have thoroughly enjoyed the past 2 hours.
Thank you very much to everybody that has been supporting us since February. That's when the season started. Currently, the schedule for season 3 is not out, but do expect a few changes coming out in season 3. Firstly, these verses will be less frequent. So we will, instead of a 2-week rotation, we'll be moving to a 4-week rotation. In its place, we will be doing something like how we did with the Score de Tura analysis video. That's what we're gonna start working towards. So look forward to that on YouTube. This is officially my last episode as a consistent host. Starting in season 3, we are looking to have me replaced with none other than the Rapid Potential.
No way, real?
Ain't no way.
Really?
I will be moving on to the backstage and be doing more managerial stuff. So, and I'll also fill in case of any of our current hosts also are unavailable. We hope to see y'all in season 3 whenever that comes around. So reminder, join our Discord, follow us on Twitter and all the other things. That way you can keep up to date whenever we have all these stuff. Make sure you follow the channel as well. So thank y'all very much.
Yep.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
host.
Lock
Thank you.
in.
Yeah. Thank
Follow
you,
the
host.
Thank you,
Terran
every-
Charts now.
I appreciate all
Thank
the
you
hosts
all.
and these 21 verses that well, it's more than 21 because we also had specials as well, for having me
23.
on. Yeah, for having me on as like the host. Like, yes, I did create it, but I'm glad that I was able to participate as well.
We're getting there.
Less
2
of me
seasons
in
in.
the future, but I'll
Yep.
still be in the
Alright.
background. So, take us out of here, Goody.
All right, thank you everybody so much for watching the 21st verse of the Terran Charts, the final episode of season 2. I'm your host, Giddy. I'm here with Hanyu, Zop, special guest Tobo. Just gonna give out some credits here. Video editors Mastima.mp4 and Strumer, graphics designer Ricer, thumbnail artist Venobi, community team Lasot and Speedy. Special thanks to dokonjou, Fran, Nem, and Rumby, and to our guest Tobo again, and to you guys, everyone in chat, in YouTube, Discord, Twitter, Ko-Fi, all that jazz.
Also,
Thank you,
don't forget
everybody,
Ver, who's
for all
our
the
shorts
support.
editor.
Who's our shorts editor again?
Ver.
I
Wow.
didn't
Erasure.
my notes. Oh
No! He lacks the critical information.
no! I love you all. Thank you, everybody, for coming out for season 2 of the Terran Charts.
Yeah, we hope to see y'all in season 3. Thank you all very much for hanging out. Thank you again. Thank you, Tobo.
Thank you,
hosts.
everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, Goody, for
Pleasure
hosting
again.
tonight.
Thank you for having me on.
I love you.
Thank you all for having me on the final
Under
episode.
my skin.
We did it. We beat the metric.
Killing me
Now we
from
retire.
We can retire now.
Within.
Oh, seven.
You